up, everybody? How we doing? Welcome back to the In the Round podcast. You got Matt and Tyler. We're hanging out with y'all. First new podcast in the new recording spot. Shout out to our boy Sean in the Hilson studio. Also got to give a shout out, Boudreaux. We got some good friends out there in the CBD game, don't we?
We sure do.
So we got to give a shout out. Want to tell you all about our new friends at Trailside CBD Emporium. Our boy Andrew and his team, they're going to meet all your CBD hemp and Delta 8 THC needs. From oils and gummies to cartridges and flour, they have you covered. The carts are in stock, the bud is currently on back order, and the edibles, Tyler, they're just flat out dangerous. Y'all go check them out at trailsidecbd.com. Use promo code ITR at checkout. That's trailsidecbd.com. Promo code ITR for 20% off your purchase. Also find them on Insta at trailsidecbd and Facebook. Hell yeah. Go check out our friends at Trailside CBD. Speaking of good friends, a guy that me and Tyler, good friend of ours, we haven't seen him in a minute. I don't think we've seen you in person since the coronavirus hit. We got our boy Johnny Morgan with us. John, how you doing?
What's up? What's up?
Doing good, buddy. How the hell have you been?
Oh, man. I've been great. Fairly busy, but that's
good.
Good for me. Yeah. It's been good, man. Haven't really traveled or done anything. Just working. Like, I had a ton of tracks. You know, I do tracks and stuff on the side as far as riding. Had a lot of stuff to catch up on, so it's been good. Yeah,
well, the fact that working for you is music, and you've been in town for how long now? It's been what? Has it been 2 years yet?
Oh, I think almost 2 years. Like a little over a year and a half, I believe.
And you're doing music full time and making a living doing music. That's pretty freaking good, my man.
It's cool, man. It's funny you say that because a couple days ago, man, I was just thinking, I was like, dude, this is crazy. Like,
yeah.
I mean, you come down here with expectations, but like, I don't know. It's really cool just to kind of see it all unfold, and I don't know, man. It's been really cool.
And now you talk about coming down here. You come from North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
You've been playing guitar for a long time. Guitar, banjo, mandolin, whatever instruments are in a bluegrass band. You come from the family bluegrass background. What's growing up in that like? Because I'm from New York. I don't know a thing about that. I know Tyler knows quite a bit about it.
Yeah, I actually grew up playing bluegrass myself.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I played...
I think I remember us talking about that.
Yeah, so whenever I was young, like, the only teachers in South Alabama that we could find was bluegrass guys.
Yeah.
So I grew up actually playing. But yeah, talk to us about like what growing up in like a family bluegrass band and traveling with them is like.
Oh man, it was honestly, it was really fun. It was one of those things that like not many people get to do, and I think we started like traveling when I was like probably 10 or like 11ish. So we started super young, and we traveled like all over the country, man. I think we've been to like almost all 50 states, just traveling 200. We were doing like 200 dates a year.
Jeez.
And bluegrass bands hustle, man.
Yeah, dude. It's
I honestly, and don't take this the wrong way, I didn't know there was that much of a demand for bluegrass. Like, where it be in all 50 states.
Dude, you'd be surprised. I mean, you say like you're from New York or whatever, and like you weren't exposed to it, but I have a couple buddies, like some of the better players that I know are from like New York, Pennsylvania. It's so spread out, man. Like it's a pretty big community. It's just like very spread out, I guess.
And something that I enjoyed about the community is is very open to kids.
Yeah.
Like the younger you are, like now if, John and I were in it and like we see a kid walking up, like whenever I was younger at least, like some older guy would take you under their wing and be like, hey, let me show you the way.
Yeah.
And like it's very much like a family-friendly environment. I know like the big family band when I was coming up was Cherry Holmes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and
same.
like we were with them a lot, so.
Right. They were so good, man.
Yeah.
All those guys. It's funny because like you said, bluegrassers, they don't really, that community is pretty open. They're really some really good people in that industry, and especially going like you the cool thing about bluegrass is you don't have to have all this gear. You can just like jam in a hallway or something. You know, it's kind of
Yeah.
crazy. I don't know if you've ever been to like IBMA or.
I never made it to IBMA, but like my teacher back home would go every year and he would just be like, it's 24 hours a day, just jamming in a hotel. Like he wouldn't sleep.
Yeah. No, it's pretty wild. I think I haven't been in several years, but I think the last time I went was when they were doing it in Nashville. And dude, it's just crazy to see like there's like jam bands in every corner of this huge hotel, you know, just all playing at one time. It's just
how many instruments do you know how to play?
I mean, I probably would say guitar, mandolin, bass, piano. Like, I mean, those are what I stick to. Like, if I'm doing something.
You ever play upright?
Yeah, dog. I played Doghouse when I was doing bluegrass stuff a little bit. But yeah, doing tracks has been cool because I've gotten to kind of play a lot of different stuff and you can experiment with different instruments and stuff. But yeah, I'm probably a little rusty on the bluegrass stuff.
Well, I'm only asking because it seems like the bluegrass. Like within bluegrass, it's so much instrumentation. You don't have the tracks in there. You don't have that stuff. Like it's all raw. Like everything that you hear is being made. Whether it's a spoon, it's somebody jamming on a freaking box or
I know, like
whatever.
whenever we were playing, like a lot of the stages had the rule, but I was in competition bluegrass. That's like the world I come from.
Okay,
and like you know, the only thing they allow on the stage is electric as a bass, and they even kind of frown upon that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like it's all acoustic. If you hear something, it's being made acoustically on a stage and being mic'd somehow.
Yeah, which is awesome. So when did John Morgan, the songwriter, come to be? Because he grew up as a bluegrass kid. I'm guessing you played a sport because is your Instagram now John Morgan Music or is it still J Morgan 95 or whatever?
Yeah, still 95.
Because you won't get rid of that number.
I can't get rid of the. No, I tried, but I have the most generic name in the world. I have 3 first names, so it's really hard to get something that somebody doesn't already have.
What's your middle name?
Robert.
John Robert Morgan.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. But 95 for you, is that playing baseball?
No, that it's actually my birthday.
Oh, your birth year. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
So it was just I use it. So now everyone knows pretty much all my passwords to everything that I have because
mine's got a 95 in there too.
Yeah.
But yeah. For the same reason, it's easy. You can forget a lot of shit. It's easy. You don't forget your birth year. You know.
I hope.
Yeah. How many times this or last week did you get stopped with people thinking you're Hardy?
Dude. Well, it's usually when I wear the glasses, that's because. You know, I wear contacts most of the time, but these contacts in particular are probably like a good 8 months old. So they're I've been wearing my glasses a lot more. I'm just too lazy to get new contacts. But it's usually when I have the glasses on. I mean, sometimes it's not all the time, but I do get it. I've gotten it 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, because when I first met you, I think it was pre-mustache, which the mustache looks great, by the way. And the mustache is coming. It's coming back. And I'm noticing our buddy Trey Lewis has one.
It's the COVID thing. It was the COVID stash.
Yeah,
I think it was just a lot of people are like that retro.
A lot of people losing their goals in life and just let themselves go.
F it, I'm on a grow porn stash. Let's go.
Mustaches are cool again? All right.
Whatever. 2020 got weird, man.
My case, it's the reason I grew a mustache is because it's pretty much the only thing I can grow on my face because I'm very patchy.
I get like this patchy. It looks kind of like puby. Like
the thing is, you gotta get you just gotta let it go past that for a while. Like you gotta go into hiding for like 2 or 3 weeks because this has been since March for me, and like I haven't touched any
that Luke Combs beard. You know, where it's just kind of hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny because pretty much everybody in my family on my mom's side, and I guess on my dad's side too, they're some of the hairiest people. Like just my cousin Bray is my age, and he's had a beard since he was like in 4th grade or 5th grade. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm like the only one in my family who can't grow facial hair.
Yeah, that's that North.
Just how it is.
Now you're from where in North Carolina?
Sylvan, North Carolina.
Where's that in the great state?
Pretty far west, like as far west that you can go.
So right on like Tennessee line?
Yeah, I'm like Yeah, I'm sure y'all know where Pigeon Forge is.
Yeah.
I'm like probably an hour 15 from there, I think.
Okay, cool.
A little more.
I love that part of North Carolina. I go over like Asheville. I go a little bit farther into like Black Mountain a lot.
Yeah.
I love that part.
Asheville's like 45 minutes from me.
Yeah.
I hear Asheville's a good time too, and
it is. It's cool.
Is Asheville where App State is, or is that in Boone?
That's in Boone.
It's in Boone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's close though, right?
Pretty close. Yeah, it's not. I honestly don't remember how far Boone is.
Do you go back pretty often, or have you been back at all during the pandemic? Or
yeah, I actually went back a couple weeks ago. I forget what. I think my little cousin got married over in Chattanooga, so I was in the wedding, and I just went from there. I was like, man, I'm 2.5 hours from home. I might as well just go home. I was like, I'll stay for a couple of days. I ended up staying for like 2 weeks or something. I was like,
Feel like that
it
sometimes.
was
though.
nice. Yeah.
what's the thing you miss most about home?
Oh man, probably, definitely the food.
Yeah, what's the Morgan family cooking like? What's the go-to? We show up and Mama's like, I'm gonna make you dinner. What is she making?
Oh man, she made something when I was home that was freaking awesome. It was what was it called? Tomato pie, I think.
Tomato pie.
I think it was called tomato pie, and I had never really had that or anything like that, but it was one of the best things I've ever had.
What's all in that? Because that intrigues me.
Dude. It's when she told me, I was like, because I like tomatoes. I just like raw tomatoes or like put them on a sandwich, But I'm not usually a fan of cooked tomatoes for some reason. But I tried it and I was like, I don't know what this is, but we need more. And no, it was super good. But yeah, she cooks all kinds of stuff. Pretty much that my mom's side of the family, they're all good cooks, so it doesn't matter. You can't go wrong.
Yeah, no, that's definitely a good thing and a reason to go home. See, I go home, I get all the Italian, like New York, like pasta, this and that.
Yeah.
And Tyler's got stuff down in Alabama where they make
I go
stuff.
home and I eat just like a lot of good Southern cooking food. But
Dude, yeah.
thing I grew up on as being like an hour from the coast and 30 minutes from the river is just a ton of fish.
Oh, yeah.
And I love it. And that's the one thing I hate about Nashville is being so landlocked.
Yeah. Yeah, I do miss just going up the creek and fishing, dude. Like that's it's stuff like that I miss probably more about home is just being able to, go do stuff and
You shoot a gun in your backyard,
Yeah.
nobody questions it.
yeah, it's
Yeah, do you did you get any more inspiration going back home for that 2-week period?
For
did you
sure,
come
yeah.
back and be like, hey guys, I got a ton of ideas, like just being out in nature again?
Yeah, I don't know if I had as many ideas when I came back, but it was just good to like not do music for a second because at that time when I went home, I was like busting it, So it was a good break and just to kind of relax and clear my head to where when I got back I could focus and I just had a lot going on, so it was a good time. But that's probably why I stayed for 2 weeks.
Yeah, dude. No,
Yeah.
you need it. There's something about being home and getting out of town for a little bit.
Yeah.
Especially when you've been here the whole time during a pandemic. Like,
Yeah.
Nashville's been it's been a weird time to be in Nashville the last 6-7 months.
No, yeah, for sure.
So what's your story with getting to Nashville? You've been here about a year and a half. How'd the moving process go, and how'd you get to where you are right now? Give us a little story.
Well,
time.
So I was, I've always done music and, like I said, growing up and kind of got out of it for a little bit. I think I was 20. I think it just was like 20 or 21 in that age range. And I was just working and, I was really considering taking over my dad's business and was at home. And I kind of quit writing and honestly, I didn't like touch my guitar for like probably 9 months or something. It was pretty wild for me because I always am playing or doing something, and I just took a break from it. Kind of got burnt out for a second, and had some stuff fall through, and just I was kind of pouting for a little bit, and one day I was just like, man, I'm just not happy. Like, and I was working, was making money.
Yeah.
Forgot what that felt like.
Did you go to college?
Yeah, I did end up. I went to college before that, and straight out of high school, I took like a year off and was still playing at the time in the Bluegrass circuit, and I went to college for a year and a half and figured it wasn't for me, and moved back home, and that's when I started working and all, and actually ended up Jeb Gibson, my roommate, he's from pretty close to where I'm from.
Yeah, I was going to ask, how did y'all get linked up? Because what's funny, you guys have been kind of like how me and Tyler and me and Boudreaux, we're always kind of together and involved in similar projects.
Right.
You guys as roommates and playing rounds and writing together, obviously. How'd you two get linked up?
So my best friend in high school, Jeb and I didn't go to the same school, but my best friend in high school was friends with him. So we kind of knew each other growing up, and he kind of started off in the Bluegrass circuit too. So it was, we started writing later on, or working on tracks or just hanging out, and then we started gigging, and I was just playing guitar with him, and me and him and his dad did a lot of shows around back home, and but anyway, he ended up getting a deal with Seagull. And I can't remember what his story was. I think he knew somebody that used to work down here, and somehow or another he got a deal and moved down here. And I think that was about 4 years ago. And at the time we were playing and just gigging, like I said. And then that's when I kind of started working and got off of music when he moved down here. But then like 4 years later, he calls me up and he was like, "Hey man." He's like, "I don't know if you're still like want to move down here, but my roommate's getting ready to move out, and he's like, I need somebody this month." And at the time, that was like two weeks before that, I started thinking hard about it. I was like, man, I got to get back into music.
Funny how that works, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're thinking about it, and then the world presents an opportunity for it to happen.
Yeah, and the week before that, my buddy Rob, who moved down here like a year before me, he calls me. He's like, "Dude," he's like, "I'm not trying to tell you what to do." He's like, "But you need to move down here." And it was just kind of, he would call me like every week, be like, "Dude, stop being a wimp." He's like, "Get out of your comfort zone, move down here." He's like, "It's something good's gonna happen." So between those two, and like, it just kind of got me thinking about it. And then Jeb ends up calling me and tells me that. So I just did it, man. I had just bought like 10 acres of land back home and was building a tiny house, and was just doing all kinds of projects, and was kind of, ready to settle down, I guess, and be a homeboy. And, I just sold it all and packed what little stuff I had and came down here, and it's been great, man. I'm so glad I did. Met a lot of cool people that, are doing the same thing I'm doing. And
have you worked a job outside of music in Nashville?
Yeah, I worked at Lucky Brand when I first moved down here.
Okay.
Yeah, Opry Mills. That was
It's a good old time at Opry Mills, right?
Yeah.
Oh man.
No, dude, I've yeah, when I first moved down here, I was like, man, I had saved up some money that, a couple months before I did, and so I'd planned on like having at least, 3 or 4 months to not have to work till I could find a job, and that went by way faster than I anticipated. But yeah, it was, I was like, man, I got to get something. So I ended up my buddy Rob told me about it. He's like, yeah, they're hiring over here. So I went over there, and they had like a whole new crew, and so they just hired me.
What were you doing there? I'm guessing that's retail work, right?
Yeah.
So you're just selling jeans.
Yeah, dude. I was,
were you dealing with bachelorette parties and stuff? Because I know Opry Mills is a lot of tourists pop in there. It's like the tourist spot to shop. That and the Gulch.
Yeah, you see a lot of different people at Opry Mills.
Yeah, for sure. I used to work over Under Armour and Sun and Ski Sports.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so you see some interesting people.
Yeah, for sure.
Was there some culture shock coming from small town North Carolina to Nashville?
Yeah, what's funny is that like Nashville, because I'd been to Nashville a couple times, but I hadn't really seen Nashville. And when we were doing the Bluegrass thing, we would come through and just stop in for the night or whatever. But dude, like, it's funny how much of a small town Nashville is. Like, once you actually get down here and you make some friends, especially in the music industry, I'm sure y'all know this is the same thing. Like, everybody knows everybody. Like everybody talk. It's just funny that like it's so small of a community once you get down here.
Yeah. What are you packing right there? We gotta plug the dip.
This is not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor, but
not yet.
Skull Wintergreen.
Skull Wintergreen.
I don't see a lot of guys dip Skull Wintergreen.
Long cut.
See, that's all people dip where I'm from.
Is Skull Wintergreen?
Yeah, dude.
Really? Is that just because the one gas station has it?
Nah, we got tons of options.
That was for me growing up in New York. Not everybody chews up in New York, and it's expensive. Yeah. It's like this can of Copenhagen I got is like $7.50, $8 a can, which is ridiculous. Mm-hmm. But like they would only carry 3 or 4 flavors, and Skull Wintergreen was one of them. So I've dipped the Skull Wintergreen. It's in the Toby Keith song, the million beers ago, or whatever, beers ago, where he said can of Wintergreen Skull.
Yeah.
But I usually see people dipping like the Skull flavors, like cherry and peach and stuff. But
see, I'm not about cherry. Cherry, I will throw up if I
it tastes like cough syrup, bro.
Oh, it's awful.
I don't dip, but
oh well,
I can imagine.
You're better off.
See, I wish I had started. I don't wish I had started because I love dipping, but it is what it is. But like back in the day, they apparently had like a Skull vanilla flavor. They had like the Skull has the most flavors out of everybody, but back in the day they had like a vanilla, like a chocolate, I think, like all kinds of just random. They were just throwing darts at the wall.
Yeah.
Cookies and cream.
You imagine that, like Dippin' Dots, but dip.
I mean, I might start dipping if it's cookies and cream.
Yeah, that's very appealing. I started dipping this. I mean, I better preface this by apologizing to my mom because she hates that I dip.
Oh, my mom hates that I dip too. Sorry, Mom.
Yeah, sorry. No, it's. I mean, I think I started dipping Skull I was probably like 19, and I've just been doing it ever since, man.
You play any sports growing up?
Yeah, I played. You
definitely played baseball.
Yeah,
like that's a big North Carolina thing.
Yeah, I grew up playing baseball. That was my first love, and then basketball. When I went to a really small private school, Christian school, and when I was growing up, and like literally, I think it was a couple years before I got into high school, the program shut. The baseball program shut down. So
really,
I switched over to basketball, and that became my like sport. So
okay, which college team do you pull for in North Carolina? Because y'all got a lot, and
I went Tar Heel all the way, bro.
Okay,
go Duke. Oh, come on, man.
And I'm an ACC guy as well. I didn't go to Tech, but I'm a big Virginia Tech fan. Yeah. So I get the ACC, and UNC's got a hell of a football team this year.
Yeah, they do. See, this is the weird part is I'm a Mizzou fan in football.
How the hell does that happen?
So a lot of my dad's side of the family is from like my sister lives in Columbia, and so I've got a lot of people in Missouri and like Kansas City and all that area.
So you've been to a game day out there?
Yeah, I actually haven't. No, I've never been to a game day, but I want to make that happen.
Yeah, I mean, hell, even if I hear Vanderbilt tickets are pretty freaking cheap here, and Missouri comes in and plays Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're going to see a Vandy game this year, but next year, man.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and there's probably and what's cool about Nashville that I've gotten to notice is, and I'm sure you've noticed as well, the teams travel here. Like we're a destination in this town, so you get to see the Georgia fans come in, the Bama fans come in, the Kentucky fans come down, Vol Nation comes into Nashville, and Mizzou comes in as well.
Yeah.
I remember like Chase Daniel, Blaine Gabbert, like there were some fun Mizzou teams back in the Big 12 days.
Yeah.
And then they switched to SEC and was like, we want to lose every game like Vandy.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know what they're gonna have. Something's gonna have to happen for them to be able to hang with the rest of these, SEC teams. They're just too good.
See, I'm very much let's send Missouri back to the Big 12, let's take Clemson into the SEC, and let's really see who the biggest dog is in the SEC. Because I think whoever wins SEC, I mean, it's pretty much already whoever wins SEC is going to win, the Natty. But let's just really see who the big dog is and let them eat. Because Clemson ain't really got competition right now in the ACC.
Hey, North Carolina's very good this year.
They're going to be good.
They're going to be good, but they're not going to be.
You don't know.
Mac
Brown is building something, and it scares the hell out of me as a Virginia Tech fan.
No, he's definitely something's getting. They're doing something right over there.
Speaking of North Carolina, so whenever NCAA football was still a thing on the Xbox, PlayStation.
Greatest video game of all time.
Dude, yeah.
So obviously being from Alabama, none of us, we were like, can't play with Alabama. They're too OP.
Yeah.
12 through like 14 or 15, whenever the last one came out. We were like, can't play with them. They're too OP. But then we'd just pick random teams. And so like we'd pick teams. We'd be like, all right, can't pick anybody top 25.
Yeah.
So my team to always pick when we played those stipulations was North Carolina. And I would just run the ball down somebody's throat.
Like Gio Bernard. I mean, they had some bats.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
But yeah, and I'd always win. So North Carolina was always my not top 25 pick.
And then talking about baseball, because me and Boudreaux are big baseball guys.
Yeah, you're a Yankees fan, right?
Guessing you're an Atlanta Braves fan.
I'm not, dude. This
Really?
is gonna. Yeah, I'm a Cardinals fan.
Okay, Missouri.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
I respect it.
Yeah. It's one of the two. No,
What was it? I mean, I know you have family in Missouri,
Yeah.
but what was it? Was it watching guys like Jim Edmonds and McGuire?
McGuire was my
and
first
Adam
guy.
Wainwright and Chris Carpenter. I mean, the
Even in
Yachty.
Pujols was my second guy. I went from Big Mac to Pujols.
He just hit number 660, tied Willie Mays all time, which is
Hell yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, he's
I think if he doesn't go out to Los Angeles, he breaks the home run record.
Yeah, it's crazy how it changes scenery. I mean, granted, he's gotten older, but he's also a guy that played in a steroid era. He came up right at the tail end of that, and he didn't take him, and he was still elite. And he put an energy into St. Louis that wasn't. I mean, St. Louis has always been a powerhouse, but
yeah. I mean, those guys were like, they were just so fun to watch, man. I haven't kept up with baseball as much as I used to. My dad's a big baseball guy, so we kept up with it a lot. Like back in the day, David Eckstein, during that era, and that was fun to watch. But yeah, I haven't really kept up with it as much. I'm not a big political guy, and I feel like sports are so political now.
It's a shame that it's gotten brought into that and everything. And it'd be cool. I mean, they're talking about Nashville getting a team.
Dude, I saw that.
Timberlake's on there. Luke Combs is on. There's a bunch. There's like a whole. It's funny. There's a music advisory board to the committee.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell their involvement is, but it's still pretty cool. I mean, I guess since
cool.
it's Music City, they're trying to attach everything.
Mm-hmm.
But could you imagine? And where did they say they were going to put the stadium, Tyler?
They're talking about putting like kind of right there by Nissan,
Really?
like across the river. And basically Nissan and the ballpark would kind of be interconnected in a way. I don't know how the hell they're going to do that.
It'd be like if you've ever been up to Philly or up to. I mean, there's certain cities where they have the stadiums near each other.
Yeah.
But could you imagine in the fall, say September, the whatever Nashville team it is, the Nashville Stars, I think.
Stars, yeah.
Could you imagine the Stars are competing in a playoff run? And you have Titans games on Sunday, and you have these rowdy college teams coming in to kick the shit out of Vanderbilt.
Well, even maybe like preseason stuff where you might even still have hockey playing too.
Yeah, and you might have hockey on. Could you imagine a weekend of a Preds game, a Titans
or
home
October?
Game? October, yeah. Could you imagine a Vandy home game,
Dude.
a competitive Nashville Stars team, the Titans doing what they're doing, and then the Preds all at the same time?
Dude, that sounds really fun, but also I feel like
Broadway would just be a bomb.
Yeah,
because
go off there.
you're in East now. How close are you to the stadiums?
or
the stadium?
I think we're like 7 minutes, maybe. I think I know. Well, let me think. Dude, I'm the worst guy with directions. Ask Jib. He gets pissed off at me all the time.
Matt's the same way.
See, I use the GPS, and what I do is like say I'm like I have it with a lot of my friends. I'll put in I'll label the address on Google Maps, and I'll just type in the person's name, and it'll take me there because I forget shit all the time.
I'm the world's worst. Like, I probably shouldn't tell this because it's gonna make me sound like a complete moron. But I think I was like 21, and I was coming home from DC. I was up in DC visiting my cousin when he was living up there, and I just went up there for the weekend. And I was coming home, and I was supposed to play a gig back home, and I somehow or another I typed in. So the place I was playing was just like a community building back in my hometown, and I typed in like I think it was Coley Fire Department, and it took me to Coley Fire Department in like Mayberry, and which is like pretty pretty good ways away from where I'm from, like good 6 to 7 hours probably. And yeah, I ended up in Mayberry and was like 7 hours late for my show. my mom reminded me that the other day. I was like, thanks. I feel like a moron for doing that. I guess the reason I'm so bad with directions because I don't pay attention to like road signs and stuff. I'm usually listening to a mix or like listening to Spotify or podcasts, and I'm like and I just don't pay attention. I'm just watching.
Who are some of your podcasts? You a big Joe Rogan guy? What do you dive into when you're on those long drives?
Joe Rogan's cool. Honestly, I just kind of got into it. I just kind of got into podcasts because I've been driving a little bit. But yeah, I listened to you guys. I listened to the Farron interview y'all did. It was really cool.
Oh hell yeah! That was a fun one. Her talking about the goats.
She's awesome.
Yeah, she's cool.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll listen to that. Up and Vanished. My buddy Rob does some stuff for them, so I'll listen to them a little bit.
Are you big like on like folklore and stuff like that?
No.
Okay.
No.
I was gonna say being in like bluegrass, like I know there's like a lot of that type of storytelling. I was gonna say there's a really good one called Lore. That's a podcast.
Oh, really?
That's like all like folklore. Like
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Give you some song ideas. Now, what's it been like transitioning from, say, an acoustic world like bluegrass and coming from small town USA to now being considered a track guy? And honestly, you're a name that we hear a lot. And everybody's like, oh, you ever heard of this John Moore? I'm like, oh yeah, I know John. John's the homie.
Yeah.
Like, what's it been like now transitioning? And it's been 2020. I know it's been a shit year for a lot of people. But it's been a big year for you. What's it been like transitioning to being a track guy in town?
Well, I probably should have caught you up a little bit because that's kind of where the direction I was going. But in the last the last 2 months, a lot of stuff has changed in a good way. But I moved down here and started working with River House, and it was I think I kind of worked with them off and on. Zeb Luster's a guy who...
Yes, we know Zeb. Why Not Wednesday, an incredible event they do, yeah.
Yeah, he's awesome. But yeah, he ended up like hearing me at, I think it might have been one of your rounds that I was playing at or something, and he was there.
Love doing that.
Yeah. I know it was at Live Oak. I can't remember which round it was, but I think it might have been y'all's. Anyway, he kind of like plugged me in over there and started getting me some bigger rights and getting me in some better rooms, and just kind of one thing led to another. And then I had met a guy, actually when I was working at Lucky Brand, Jonathan Edwards. I don't know if y'all know him. He's a writer inside. He's been here for a while. But I met him. He came in, was buying jeans or something, and sent him some demos. Well, he ended up hooking me up with Tully Kennedy and Kurt Allison, who were Jason Aldean's bass and guitar player.
Oh wow! Okay, that's a pretty good little hookup for selling jeans.
Yeah. I know. And there's a pretty cool story behind it, but it would take me forever to.
We got plenty of time, man. We like hearing stories.
Well, basically, we ended up meeting, and he came in and I could tell he's a musician, and. I was like, are you a writer? What do you do? And he was like, yeah, I've been here for a while. I was like, well, I just moved to town. And he was like, well, send me some stuff. And so I ended up I was like so excited, I sent it to him right away. And he left, and I was like closing that night. And 30 minutes later, he comes walking back in, and he was like, is this you? Like, you're singing the demos and stuff? I was like, yeah. And he was like, what time do you get off? I was like, probably like 11, because I was closing, and he was like, all right. He's like, I'm going to wait out here. He's like, I'll wait till you get off. So he went and sat in the lobby and hung out and shopped around, I guess, some more. And long story short, we ended up going back to his studio afterwards. Me and my buddy Rob actually came through at that time. I was like, dude, you need to meet him too. And so we all ended up going to his little studio, and he was showing us some of his stuff. And he's had a couple cuts with Jason back in the day, like Country Boys World, and
oh wow,
he had Jason's last oh man, I can't think right now. Blame It on You.
Yeah,
he was on that one. So he's an incredible writer, and he was just showing us some of his stuff, and we ended up kind of not talking for a little while, and I was busy with doing River House stuff, and he called me up. a couple months ago. I was like, hey man, I've been talking you up to these guys, and I want to get it right with you. So we ended up writing over Zoom, and it was just us four, and got a really cool song, man. And Jonathan and I had started. Actually, we started it on Zoom. He and I did, and then we brought Kurt and Tully in on it, and because it was like kind of during the COVID stuff, and so nobody was really writing in person at that time. And we ended up getting a really cool song called "Over Me, Over You," "Over You, Over Me," and like then they were like, "Oh, let's get some more dates." So long story short, we ended up writing a couple good songs, and then they were like, totally called me one day, and he was like, "Hey man, can you do like an acoustic little video of "Over You, Over Me"?" And he's like, "I just want to hear what it sounds like acoustic." So I was like, "Yeah." I just went home and did this little thing, and recorded it and sent it to him. And he was like, he called me later on. He was like, "Hey man, just want to give you a heads up. Jason's probably going to call you today."
Like Jason Aldean.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So I was like, all right. And I ended up like, I never answered numbers. Like, I'm super bad about being around my phone. My biggest thing is I'll leave it somewhere. I never like right now I have it in my pocket, but usually I'll like lay it over here, like forget where I put it, and I'm just bad about it. But I ended up like getting a phone call a couple hours later, and it was Jason. He was like, "Hey man," he was like, "Totally just sent me the video of the song you guys did." And he was like, he's like, "It's killer, love your voice." He's like, "I want to sign you." And I was like,
Oh shit.
okay. And at this point, like, I'd been working with Riverhouse and those guys, and I was like I was full on ready to be a track guy and like get into that world. And Will Bundy's a big buddy of mine, and so he was helping me with all that stuff. And like, he was like, "Man," he's like, the track world's a great foot in the door to get to be whatever else you want to do, write or, be an artist or whatever. So I was like in that mindset, and I've been doing tracks for months and, getting better at them. I was like kind of in that groove. And then like Jason calls me, and he's like, at that time, like I'd just gotten a deal with Riverhouse, like an offer from Riverhouse like 2 days before that too. So it was like, it all kind of was just like, all right, I need to like take a step back here for a second. But long story short, like I ended up just signing with Jason, and he's got a little like publishing company. He started a publishing company and a record label. Night Train is the record label, and then the publishing company is Triple Play Music. And so I ended up just signing with his publishing company the other day.
Hell yeah. Congratulations, bro.
Thanks,
Yeah,
man.
congrats on that.
Yeah, it's been great. Those guys are awesome. Yeah, it's been crazy, man. It's been a crazy couple months. So
Isn't it wild the silver linings that come from COVID in 2020? Like, that's a song y'all write over Zoom. And who knows? I know writing in person is better, and people say having the vibes in the room is better. But who knows if y'all would have written that exact song in person? Like, it comes from a Zoom, right? It gets sent over to Jason. You get a call from freaking Jason Aldean, biggest country guy out there.
Dude.
And now you got a deal.
I know. It's crazy, man.
Just like his song, it is a crazy town, man.
It is, yeah. Yeah. No, it's true, man. I'm super, like, just blessed to have kind of just had it happen, man. And I know it takes, a lot longer for a lot of people and who are a lot better than me. But, it's just, sometimes it just works out like that. And I'm just going to, make sure that, everybody knows it's not, because I don't work hard. Because, that's kind of where, I kind of take pride in the fact that, like, I'm not partying every weekend. Or
no,
doing,
you're a very focused guy. And the first time I met you, rewinding, I don't even know if you remember this, if you know the story, Tyler. So my first time meeting John, I got a call from our mutual buddy Cody Bradley saying, "Hey man, we're hanging out, picking at the house at Kate's, come and hang out." And so I show up, and it's a bunch of girls there. So I'm like, this is pretty cool. And then I see Cody, and then I see this quiet dude sitting there with a guitar, and Cody like whispers to me, he's like, you got to hear my boy John play. So then we had to, I forget what song it was you played, but I was like, oh shit, like, and you had just moved to town. It was like when I had first started working with Muscadine, like way back. And to fast forward to now, man, that's freaking awesome.
Dude, yeah, it's wild. But yeah, I remember that. That was a fun time.
Fun little night. Yeah, lots
I
of.
remember the first time I heard you was at a round.
Oh, really?
And like it was like one of those things where I was talking to somebody and you started singing and playing, and I just kind of like stopped the conversation. And was like, "Holy crap, this guy's got it!" Like,
oh, dude, thank you.
When did you write your first song? Were you writing in North Carolina when you were doing bluegrass stuff?
Yeah, I wrote a couple bluegrass tunes that we cut with my old band, and I didn't really write too much bluegrass stuff. I honestly it was kind of when I got out of that, I was probably like, I don't know. I think I started writing when I was like 17 or 18, like when I was really, trying to write good songs. And I was trying to do my own thing too at that time. Kind of got out. I was going to college or whatever, and I was doing more country stuff and more mayor stuff, and so that's when I really started writing. But I had my buddy Rob, who I talked about earlier, Rob Ricotta. He's from the next county over from me and back home, and he moved down here about a year before I did, and we had written a couple good songs. Like we started writing like the year before that, and then we started writing all the time. We wrote for like probably a solid year. Him and Rob Browning, and they kind of took me under their wing and helped me with demo stuff, and I love those dudes. But yeah, Rob Ricotta moved down here, and he's the one that was like, dude, you got to get down here. Like the thing that was coolest to me about coming down here was like, when you're riding back home with your buddies, it's like, you feel like you're not in Nashville, so your stuff, you're always like questioning your stuff. Like, is this cool or is this, And then you get down here and you're like, dude, some of these songs that we wrote back home are cooler than a lot of the stuff you hear, and it just kind of, it's like I don't know, I guess it's a confidence thing. It's like, oh, cool, like we can do this, you know what I mean? And so that part was really cool for me, just seeing that. And but yeah, dude, we wrote him and my buddy Clay Blue. We had like a little circle. We'd all write all the time. Got some cool stuff.
It's important to have that. Now, if you were to, I'm not going to make you do it because we don't want you to lose your phone. You keep that phone in your pocket. But if you were to pull up your Spotify, who are some people that you crank up to? And like,
dude,
do you still listen to a lot of the bluegrass stuff, or are you kind of all over the place now?
It's funny. I do every once in a while. I'll listen to some bluegrass album, man. That's my go-to.
Who's your bluegrass people?
I like the Boxcars. I like some of their older stuff. I love a lot of Mountain Heart, their older stuff and newer stuff.
I got to play with Mountain Heart a few times.
Oh, really?
They had like, I forget what his name, Adam, the mandolin player that was so.
Adam Steffi.
Yeah, Adam Steffi. Yeah. I got to play with them a few times.
That's
and
awesome.
Adam taught me a little bit about mandolin for a while.
Really?
Yeah, so that was really cool. Mountain Heart's great. And
he's one of the they had some killer.
It was back
musicians.
when he was like #1 in the world for mandolin players.
Yeah. Do you know Seth Taylor, by the way?
I don't believe I do.
He plays. He's good. He's a guitar player with them now.
Okay.
He's been with them for several years, but yeah, he and I. He's from close to where I'm from too, so we kind of. I had that little circle when I moved here. It was cool. But yeah, man.
What else do you crank up? If we're riding in the truck with John Morgan, what's playing through the radio?
Dude, I've been jamming to some Hardy lately. That new record is killer.
I don't think anybody's jamming a Hardy right now.
I know.
And it's so cool to see what he's doing. Again, a guy that's been in town for a long time.
Yeah.
And he's doing it his way, and the industry's just having to conform to it.
Yeah.
Which is pretty wild.
It's kind of what Stapleton did.
Mm-hmm.
Just,
Just took over.
Obviously opposite ends of the spectrum,
Yeah.
like sonic-wise and writing style, but, it's one of the things like the industry kind of has to bow when you're that good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Both those guys are just undeniably talented.
Have you met Hardy yet?
Yeah, actually.
Did you have the long hair and the mustache?
No, well, I can't remember. I don't think my hair was this long, but yeah, I actually met him because Jeb's friends with him.
Yeah, I know, they're really tight. Jeb was in a music video, correct? Give Heaven Some Hell, which that song is just ridiculous. And the video for it creating what's going on over there is just nuts.
No, they know what they're doing, man. They've got a good thing going. He's He's just a talented guy. I mean, it's like you were saying earlier that him and Chris are both just undeniably talented. There's,
Yeah.
you just give them a mic or give them a room, like whatever. They're going to come up with something cool. And I've been jammed to that. I'm a big Eric Church guy too.
Carolina Ken, there you go. Yeah. There's, people always talk about Georgia, and I think a state that gets overlooked. People talk about Georgia and Texas and certain areas. People overlook North Carolina. There's a lot of you guys and girls that are coming out of North Carolina making some noise right now.
Yeah, man. There's a lot of talented people, even from my neck of the woods back home. Like there's just some talent, especially bluegrass. I mean, that's just how it is. But a lot of talented people, good pickers and. I don't know, man. I listen to I like oldies rock a little bit.
What's oldies rock to you? Because you're 25, you're like me. So what's your definition of oldies rock? Because like Green Day gets played on the classic rock stations now, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I never got into Green Day too much. I was more like Foreigner and AC/DC and all that stuff, but
a true classic rock.
Yeah. See, my favorite AC/DC song, and it's funny. Everybody gives me shit for it. Tyler probably knows what I'm going to say right here. Down south, y'all love the fiddle. Up north, we love the bagpipes. So that long way to the top, if you want to rock and roll, where Bon Scott's just ripping on the bagpipes, and him and Hank are wearing their short shorts, are just going in. Yeah. Like, I love that shit.
That's so funny, dude. Yeah.
I love me some AC/DC.
Yeah. Always got to have some bagpipes too. Bagpipes are a very interesting instrument.
Yeah, it's just something. I don't know if it's the Celtic influence. Like back home, our St. Patrick's Day parades are just massive, and it just gets you pumped. Like I just hear the bagpipes, and we'll be driving, we'll be on a long ass drive, and I'll be getting tired, and Tyler will just look at me like, "Don't do it," and I'll just crank up literally Scottish bagpipe anthems, like no words,
That's
just
so
instrumental
funny,
bagpipes, and Tyler look at me like, "How much longer we got till we get to our destination?"
All right, I'll start driving.
Yeah.
Get me out of this hellhole.
That's awesome, man. What do you, as a track guy, what program do you use?
I run Logic. That's
exactly what Tyler's running right now. And for me, as I come from like an audio editing, I come from radio, and our big industry standard is Adobe Audition. So I had never heard of Logic till I moved down here, but it seems like that is just an accessible,
only $200
family. It's just like a friendly program.
It's easy to get started on. I feel like Pro Tools.
I got started on Pro Tools.
Really?
So to me, like Logic's like dumb most of the time. Yeah. Because like when I actually do audio like editing, like when I'm doing tracks, and I'll do tracks in Logic, like MIDI stuff. But when I'm actually recording live instruments and editing and mastering and all that kind of stuff, I'm in Pro Tools because to me Logic's just dumbed down too much.
Yeah, so my Jeb runs Pro Tools, and so when I first moved down here, I didn't have a place to set up anything. I didn't have speakers or anything, and I ran his rig for a little while, and just it was good because I got to kind of learn Pro Tools enough to where I could probably run a session. Mixing and editing, I'm not. The shortcuts are all a little different, I'm better in Logic with that stuff. But
and see, I don't know all the shortcuts in Logic, so it's one of those things like whatever you learn is whatever you learn. But actually, like doing MIDI and I do vocal tuning in Logic.
Really?
Yeah, I do those two things in Logic. Everything else I pretty much do in Pro Tools.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm like you. I like aspects of both of them. I like the editing window on Pro Tools a lot better, I think.
Yeah.
But
also, whenever I'm editing and stuff, I've got my laptop here, and then I've got an HDMI cable to a 55-inch TV. So I'm really getting in there on some waveforms.
Y'all like your big monitors. Y'all definitely like your big monitors. Now, I want to ask you some of your favorite stuff with Nashville. Do a little make up a little like on the fly segment here.
Okay.
Are you a hot chicken guy?
I'm not. No.
You don't like spicy food?
Every once in a while. I feel like Mexican is like.
So Mexican.
Okay, here we go.
Favorite Mexican joint in Nashville?
Oh, dude, my favorite place right now is 5 Points Tacos. That place.
I haven't. Oh,
that little truck there.
I haven't had the tacos, but I've had the 5 Points Mexican, the actual restaurant.
It's pretty good too. Yeah.
It's massive plates.
Yeah. We've been going to that little. You need to try that little taco truck.
Yeah, I'm not up in 5 Points a ton, but next time I go up there, I will.
Yeah, it's great. They got some really good tacos.
Yeah, favorite bar to hang out in. Working. If people want to have a John Morgan sighting, where are they going to find you?
Used to be Red Door. I haven't been there in a minute though. We used to live really close to the one in Midtown.
Yeah.
And I haven't been out.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to say anymore.
Because you've been working. What's your late night food menu at Red Door? Because Red Door's got the late night food spot, and then if you don't like Red Door, you go down the street to Cookout.
Right. Yeah. I usually get the little pizza when I'm at Red Door.
The bar pizza guy.
Never got food at Red Door.
I've heard the bar pizza is the way to go.
It's pretty good. Especially when it gets super late.
And the potato salad, which I haven't did.
I haven't had that.
I haven't dove into it, but everybody I talk to is like, you go to Red Door, you got to get the potato salad. I'm like,
it was during quarantine when I learned they had a food menu, so that tells you how much I'm at Red Door, or how much I remember being at Red Door.
Yeah,
yeah. Favorite like hidden spot. If somebody were to come to Nashville and you're gonna send them to a spot that like they don't know about, that's not Red Door.
Probably Old Glory. I think that's like I think that's one. I think
that's a distillery.
No, it's like a little dive.
Okay.
It's near. I think it's near Mas Tacos.
I've definitely heard of it.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool place, man. I just like the setup. It's like I can't remember what it used to be. Some kind of like industrial thing, and they like turned it into this. It's like 2 stores. It's really cool. I haven't been there for like.
Are you a Mickey's guy?
I haven't been to Mickey's.
Mickey's is really divey, like really divey.
Is it in the East?
Have you been to Santa's?
No,
because Santa's is the other spot. You got a mullet and a mustache, and you're talking about divey places.
I've been here 7 years and not been to Santa's.
Santa's is, I believe, literally two double wide trailers stuck together.
I've heard a lot about Santa's
with an old dude who his name is Santa because he looks like Santa. Santa is real. All you kids out there listening. What was another one? Have you had an oh shit moment with a co-write, like where you're like, oh shit, I'm in the room with this person, where you get you fangirl a little bit?
Oh yeah, but a couple of times, especially in the last couple months, dude. It's been it's been really cool. I think the first one was probably Mike Delaney.
Damn, yeah.
He's a great dude. We've actually got a lot together recently, which has been cool. Just a really cool guy to write with. I knew him because of Sonny in 75. That was one of my jams back in the day. But yeah, him, Brett Beavers was another one that I've gotten the opportunity to write with. I got to Zoom write with Neil Thrasher the other day, which was cool.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy, man. I don't know. There's been so many like. I'm like still trying to wake up and make sure this is real, Yeah. It's been really cool.
That's awesome. You a big barbecue guy?
Yeah.
Favorite barbecue joint in Nashville? Boudreaux will judge you.
Oh man. I've had a couple. I haven't eaten a ton of barbecue. But
is it because you're worried it's not going to be as good as back home because Carolina's such a staple?
It's so good, man. Haywood Smokehouse back home.
So obviously you're West Carolina, but there is a divide in Carolina on barbecue.
Yeah.
Which side are you on? There's it's a vinegar base, and what's the other one?
Mustard?
I can't remember. Listen, I'm the least picky guy you've ever met when it comes to food. So it's hard for me to say one over the other. But I like all kinds of barbecue, honestly. I'm surprised that I haven't eaten more of it since I've been here, but probably just because I've been broke.
So do you have it? So do you have a favorite place?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Where have you ate?
I've ate. What's the joint on 12 South?
Edley's.
I've had Edley's. I think I had the brisket there, and it was pretty good.
You had Martin's or peg leg porker?
I have had Martin's, and I liked Martin's a lot.
You got to try peg leg porker because that's often a place that gets overlooked. Boudreaux introduced me to it, and it's solid. It's over there by like Cannery in that area.
Okay, yeah.
I think. Yeah, literally, like you go past Cannery, and then there's like that little bridge trestle thing. Yeah. You literally take a right after that, and it's like tucked in there, like where Rudy's Jazz Room is, and like Scout's Barbershop is over there. Like,
oh yeah.
You go over there,
is,
yeah. So you like go over there in that part. Parking's rough.
Where do you get your mullet cut? Are you a Scouts guy?
Well,
and is it a mullet?
It's not. It's just.
So let's say.
It's just tucked. I just tuck it really well, but it's pretty long. Like
yeah,
it's down to here. but I'm a little nervous to go the mullet thing full on just yet. It may come eventually, but shaving the sides, that's
Have you thought about cutting it all off and going back to the clean cut when I first met you? Because when I first met you, I think your hair was a little bit shorter.
Oh, yeah.
It was definitely shorter.
For the most part, I've been a clean cut guy, but man, I just honestly, like, being broke and not caring because you're not going to see anybody, it's all like, well, what's the point?
I was about to say 2020 of the year, mullets and mustaches.
Yeah.
Because nobody cares.
Nobody cares, man. It's so funny because, the reason I know we're Scouts is I went and got a haircut there, like, a couple of weeks ago. And, dude, I like, had... She couldn't even, like, picked up all the hair. I told her, I was like, I just want the ends cut off or whatever because I hadn't had a haircut in, like, a year. So she, like, she cut, like, this much hair off, and I get up to the front, and they're like, okay, that'll be $50, $45 and something. And I was like, for the haircut or for, like, I don't know, like, did you charge me twice? And it was like, I was like, yeah, this is why I don't get haircuts.
Yeah, they go off the length of your hair, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's why I keep it short. I've got the little New York curl popping up
if you go short hair, like, it's a lot less expensive, but they judge you off the length of your hair.
Yeah. See, I think that's unfair.
I'm a guy that, like, all I really want to do, unless I got to, like, touch the top of my head, like, mostly I just get backs and sides down to from a 0 to a half fade.
Yeah.
And so I'll go to Great Clips or Sports Clips. Like, I get so much shit for that. But, like, honestly, if you can't do that, then you don't need to have a license in haircutting. So,
dude, I know. I didn't go to a barber until I went to college because my mom always cut my hair, and she went and did that when she was in college.
Where'd you go to school?
I went to Pensacola Christian College in Florida.
Really?
Yeah.
That's near me. I almost went there.
Really?
Let's talk about that real quick. All right, let's dive into this one because Pensacola Christian College, man, like. Oh man!
Tell them where you ended up going.
So I ended up going here to Tribeca.
Okay, yeah.
But I'm from Atmore, which is like right up the road from Pensacola over the state line.
Yeah.
So Pensacola Christian College is a very, very, very strict college.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like Matt, I don't know if this is still a rule, but it was when I was looking into it. Guys and girls can't walk on the same side of the sidewalk.
Oh, wow.
Like, you can't see a girl's ankles. You have to like, leave campus. You have to write a request to leave campus, and you have to have a chaperone go with you, and you have to give how much of a notice?
I think it's like a couple days.
It's like a 48-hour notice.
Wow.
And then a chaperone has to go with you. They can't go to the beach, which they're in a beach town.
Yeah.
Like, there's so much stuff that they can't do.
Temptation is there.
Well, the key word is you're not supposed to do those things.
That's why it wasn't for you.
I went to a Christian college and kept a bottle of whiskey in my room for 4 years. Like, if you do it right, you can do it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it was, dude, I'll say this, man. It was very strict, and, like, for me, like, I grew up in a Christian school, like, in high school, and pretty much my whole life. So I was used to having the rules and stuff, and that didn't really bother me. But yeah, living 15 minutes from the beach for a year and a half is probably, I say college wasn't for me, but I probably wasn't meant for college because I was on the beach the majority of the time I was there.
And isn't that a rule? Like, you're not supposed to? Yeah,
they have, like, this is, This is flashbacks, sorry.
No, you're good.
PTSD.
No.
Anytime I meet somebody that, like, goes there, I'm just like, tell me all about it. Because I almost made that choice.
Everybody's so intrigued by it. They're like, how did you survive a year there? I'm like, well, there's ways. No, but they have designated beaches for, like, students, and they have a guy's beach and a girl's beach. So it was, I think they, like, owned I think they owned those sections of the beach, and they just, like, had them designated for that. But then you could go to the public beaches.
Girls wearing one pieces only and stuff like that?
Or cover
I don't know. I never saw it.
You never got to
go. I would never know, No, it was, I don't think I ever saw that. I think we always just went to the public beaches because you can go, like, during the day and stuff, and I mean, there's ways of doing stuff. Like the biggest key is knowing people, man. If you're buddies with some of the RAs, you know, you're not gonna get in trouble for.
See, like I had an RA who was completely oblivious to everything.
Yeah,
and so what I would do,
just as good.
Yeah, what I would do in my mini fridge,
if not better, yeah,
in my mini fridge, so I could keep whiskey there because there was a point where like I was drinking whiskey because that was the only way I could sleep in college.
Yeah,
like I would take a shot or two a night and that would help me sleep. But the Gold Peak tea from Walmart, it looks like whiskey already. And so if you just take one of those out and pour it out and put your whiskey in there, then you're golden.
Yeah.
I just would put a little silver dot on the top of it, and that was my whiskey. And I'd keep like an 8-pack of the teas in there, so it was always like
Did you ever screw it up and take a tea swig from the whiskey bottle from the silver dot?
You would remember.
No. And even if I do, like I can drink whiskey like that.
It's just like, because like with me, I pound tea.
It wasn't like I was doing bourbon. I was doing like Jack or like, you know, something like that.
Evan
like
Williams,
yeah. It wasn't like anything bourbon or Scotch wise. Like you could actually drink it. Like it doesn't bother me.
You haven't lived till you've accidentally taken a swig full of Scotch. I'll tell you what.
Oh man, when I first drank Scotch, I didn't know how to drink it, so I didn't put it on any ice. I had it clean, and I took it like I would take a shot.
Wow.
And that, I quickly learned after, like,
turned into a man real fast.
Yeah, have a nice little coffin fit.
Put some hair on your nuts right there. That's for damn sure.
Oh my goodness.
So what do we got for the rest of 2020 now? You sign a deal, which is huge freaking news. Are we the first podcast that you're on talking about all that?
You're my first podcast ever, bro.
Dude,
Turkey.
I totally just turkeyed you.
No, that was me. That's my thing. No. No, it's dude, I don't know, man. 2020, you know, it's hard for me to like, because most people are like, man, 2020 was awful, you know, all this stuff, and I'm like, wasn't too bad, I guess, you know, but I don't know, man. Do
we got music coming soon? Because that's the big thing for you is like, I want, like, you don't have anything out right now, correct?
Mm-mm.
And that's something that a lot of people want to hear. Your music being out, but now you got this deal. Obviously, you're working with a team, so now it's a whole different approach.
Yeah, well, I feel like before I moved down here, you want to put music out. That's you want people to be able to hear your stuff. But my whole thing was like I've always wanted to be an artist, and that was I kind of saw that as my end goal always. Even if I was doing different roles, like doing track guy stuff or whatever, like my end goal was always to be an artist, and so I was like, man, like, I just don't want to put out music before it's ready or before I know what I'm trying to do. Like, I feel like a lot of people mess up in that way as far as, like, they don't know what their sound is and they just put music out just
throwing darts at the wall.
Yeah. And, the first decent song you write, it's like, oh, we got to put it out. Like, sometimes I feel like it just kind of takes the freshness out of it, you know what I mean? And so I kind of was like, at least that was just my mindset. And I was like, man, I don't want to put something out before I'm ready. And, I'd had some good songs, but I just didn't know if they were me, and so I just kind of held off on that. And I'm kind of glad I did now at this point because nobody knows who I am, And
yeah,
so
you're very much one of the undiscovered little gems in town right now, and I mean that in all seriousness.
Well, I appreciate that,
yeah.
But it's just that I feel like it's kind of an edge right now because people are looking for fresh stuff. I feel like so I don't know, man. I think as far as me putting out music, it'll probably be another year before I get something out.
Okay, well, so we can hear you playing and stuff. We're going to have you play here in a second, but also when we get back to doing our writers' rounds, anytime you want to come and play and grace us with your presence so we can actually hear John Morgan songs so we don't have to, because we can't find them on Spotify or Apple Music or whatever yet, we will, you can come and play our damn writers' round whenever at Live Oak because it's a pleasure.
It'd be fun.
I'll be front row right there.
Yeah, I would love to do that, man. I loved playing y'all's round. I think I played it one time.
You played it with Cody.
Yeah. Oh,
and I remember Zeb was in the audience. I remember JD Groover was in the audience. There were quite a few people in there that were like, "How'd you get like how do you know John?" I'm like, "Oh, that's a homie. That's a buddy right there." And
we met very organically. But yeah, man, I love playing rounds. We played the listening room the other night. And it was like. We'd played it. I think Jev had gotten us a gig like the Saturday before. It was like a morning show, And that was the first time I'd played out in like months, dude. Like probably like 6 months at least. Because I was playing, I play guitar with Jeb when he does stuff, and we played our last show at Wild Horse. Like I want to say, I can't even remember when all this stuff started, but was it like March or?
It was around March. Around St. Patrick's Day was when
I think that's like the last show I played out, and then played that and played the listening room the other night with him and Will Bundy, and it was a blast. It was just cool to get to play out and see people again, Yeah,
and the listening room is a landmark spot in this town.
Yeah, so. It's cool, man. I like playing there.
They got great chicken tenders.
Dude, I haven't eaten there.
They got really, really, really.
That's actually one of the only. Oh, never mind. Not listening room. I was thinking Wild Horse. Never mind.
Yeah.
Wild Horse is awesome too, man. I love
that was.
there.
I was about to say that's the only place I'll eat fried pickles from.
Really?
Which I absolutely hate pickles. Like I get level 12 angry about pickles on my
Pickle
stuff.
Rick.
Yeah, dude. Like I'm getting rage right now thinking about pickles.
Gosh.
So
I don't have that much of a hate for pickles, but it's not the first thing I go to. Like,
are you okay with them being on your Chick-fil-A sandwich?
At first I wasn't, but now I don't even. It adds
a nice little crunch. He don't get them. He gets no pickles. Meanwhile, I know people that get extra pickles.
Pickles are just so invasive.
Invasive.
They leave their juice on something and it's their flavor.
They leave their mark, man.
They're so invasive.
I don't have a hate like that for pickles, but
do you have a hate like that for any kind of food?
I don't think so.
You're really not a picky.
I'm not. I really am not. I used to. Oh, I'll tell you one. I don't like black eyed peas. Can't even look at black eyed peas, dude. I will throw up.
I mean, Fergie's nice to look at, but
yeah, not bad.
No, you're good, man. Well, bro, if you want to grab that guitar and stuff, we're gonna get
dig it out.
Yeah, you dig it on out. John, thanks for coming on. Anywhere people can find you. I know you don't got stuff out right now.
Instagram. Yeah, I've got some. I mean, I post some demos and stuff. You do.
You do a great job of posting videos and posting stuff on the story. So Instagram's the big one.
Yeah, Instagram's probably my most active thing. I probably haven't been on Facebook in like a year.
Yeah, and that's you're not missing out on anything. Facebook sucks right now.
Facebook's so political. I'm just like, Instagram's getting just to be just.
And they're doing
bad,
the whole thing where like they're gonna start kicking band pages off for doing live streams and stuff. Facebook is so. Yeah, it's not an artist friendly place anymore.
Screw Mark Zuckerberg, but your Instagram handle's what?
John Morgan 95.
Hell yeah. Y'all go check out our boy John. Now, before John gets up there and plays a song, I want to tell you guys again about our new friends at Trailside CBD Emporium. Our boy Andrew and his team, they meet all your CBD, hemp, and Delta-8 THC needs. Now, what's interesting about Delta-8 THC, it comes from the hemp plant instead of the marijuana plant. So it is, in fact, a legal substance, and it does get you feeling a certain type of way. From oils and gummies to cartridges and flour, they have you covered. The carts are in stock. The bud is currently on back order, but I'll tell you what, the edibles, they're flat out dangerous. Y'all go check them out at trailsidecbd.com. Use promo code ITR for 20% off your purchase. Find them on the socials as well, Trailside CBD. Also want to tell you guys about our friends at Whale Tail Media. What can Whale Tail Media do for you, Boudreaux?
Well, if you got a wedding, if you got any event, music video, any of that thing, they'll do video for you. They're great. Wells is a great dude. His team's fucking outstanding. Outstanding. And if you need good video content, Wells is the guy. Well-Tell Media, well-tell.com. Also on Instagram and Facebook and all your other things. Yeah. And Matt, where can they find us?
They can find us at In the Round Pod on Instagram, In the Round on Facebook, In the Round Pod on Twitter, correct? Is it In the Round Pod on Instagram or In the Round Podcast?
It's In the Round Podcast.
In the Round Podcast. Yeah, I'm fucking.
Twitter has a limit on characters.
Twitter's got a limit on characters, but y'all can find us just a Wandering Tyler and at Matt Burrell. Now, without further ado, it's our boy John Morgan playing some songs for y'all. Y'all have been listening to the In the Round Podcast.
I didn't walk in there to find you. I didn't know what one night could do.
Salt in the air, waves in your hair, killing me from across the room. I didn't walk in there to find you. But when the sun went down, I was buying you rounds of top shelf tequila. By 2 a.m. I was telling you, girl, how bad I need you. I tried to forget you had a flight in the morning and slow it down to keep the night going. Moving too fast and too far gone to call it love. We ran out of time, out of moonlight and out of luck. When the sun came up, when the sun came up, well, I never even found out where you're from, but your kisses, I remember everyone. That look in your eyes that you couldn't hide, yeah, we both knew what it was. I never even found out where you're from. But when the sun went down, I was buying you rounds of top shelf tequila. By 2 a.m. I was telling you, girl, how bad I need you. I tried to forget you had a flight in the morning and slow it down to keep the night going. Moving too fast and too far gone to call it love. We ran out of time, out of moonlight and out of luck. When the sun came up, when the sun came up, I didn't walk in there to find you. I didn't know what one night could do. But when the sun went down, I was buying you rounds of top shelf tequila. By 2 a.m. I was telling you, girl, how bad I need you. I tried to forget you had a flight in the morning and slow it down to keep the night going. Moving too fast and too far gone to call it love. We ran out of time, out of moonlight and out of luck. When the sun came up, when the sun came up, oh, I didn't walk in there to find you. I don't fall apart when I see your car or hear your name. I don't go to town, drive by your house on memory lane. And I don't want you, I don't want you back for a change. I got over the whiskey, over the long necks, over that missing you, waking up, pounding head. I got over that buzz, the more you drink, the more you want. I got over your goodbye, it wasn't easy. Put a few hard years on me, baby, but now that these boots are back to living, I know it's killing you to see that I got over you, over me. I don't hide in the crowd or keep my eyes down when you walk in. And I can hear our song, take it all night long, tell them to play it again. 'Cause I don't think about you, not even every now and then. I got over the whiskey, over the long necks, over that messing you waking up pounding head. I got over that buzz, the more you drank, the more you want. I got over your goodbye, it wasn't easy, put a few hard years on me, baby, but now that these boots are back to living, I know it's killing you to see. Yeah, I got over you, over me, over that giving you up, like it wasn't that tough, like it just came easy. So I'll just do what I do and try to drink